yeah, a lot of people, I always share that with all my students, guys, and you should try this. Pretty cool, actually. Did you notice that most answers in the reading part are in the beginning of the paragraph? Yeah. Start noticing that, okay, guys? So if you're studying for the IELTS exam, please spend some time analyzing the text, okay, looking at what you got wrong, looking at what you got right, okay, and you will see that the answers are usually in the beginning, okay? Sometimes you will get that odd text, okay, where the answer would be all over the place, yeah? So I did some practice with some students, and then we noticed that, and then the week later we did a text and it was all over the place. So it wasn't really right. It's not 100% rule, okay? But the answer will usually be in the beginning of the paragraph, okay? The reason is because usually we will have the topic sentence, right? So in the same way that we talk about topic sentences when we are writing, okay? When we are reading, it's the same thing. So the first and second sentence of a paragraph, they're quite important because they will tell you what the paragraph is about, okay? So when we're talking about skimming and reading quickly, a lot of people will tell you, hey, if you want to read fast, just read the first sentence of each paragraph, okay? And that can work, okay? It depends on how you read, I think. For me, it works quite well. I personally like to read the first, middle, and end. That's what I do personally. But you can practice and see what works for you. But it is true. So if you start highlighting, make sure you do a bit of highlighting, especially in the first and second sentence of the paragraph, okay? Because that's where the main information is. Of course, if you're looking for more specific things, maybe you'll be in the middle of the paragraph, but just highlighting the beginning and knowing what topic is there, okay, that's extremely helpful. Okay, guys, you will see you improve heaps, yeah. And again, guys, if you try to use the strategy, all right, if you feel that the first time you try, it takes a bit longer, don't worry, okay? Don't worry about it because it will get better, okay? It will be easier. And remember, like I said before, guys, if you go thinking like that, okay, if I highlight, I'm gonna make the text shorter. That's really helpful. And then it's something that you can do on the day of the test. Okay, so really, really think about that, okay? So, something you can do now. Okay, so you know I like to give you a little bit of advice towards the end, okay, and something you can do right now to improve. Okay, so why don't you, one thing you can do, first thing is, why don't you get a reading test that you finished recently? Okay, do one that you finished recently and just go ahead and look for the answers. And highlight the answers in the real text, in the text. Okay, and again, guys, sorry, if you have the electronic version of tests and everything, you can also highlight. You can use some PDF readers or you can have the Microsoft Word, okay, guys, even on the computer, you can do it, okay, but if you feel like it's better to print it, you can do it too, okay? So yeah, so just go to a text that you've done recently, okay, and just go ahead and highlight the answers. And you see, wow, the answers are usually at the beginning. Or no, these ones are all over the place. Fabi's crazy. No, guys, I'm not saying that it's always like this. Usually the first and second passage, yes, the last passage, especially for the academic one, it can be all over the place, okay? And in general, sometimes, okay? But you'll be surprised, guys. You'll be surprised, like crazy, mind-blowing when you notice that. You're lucky I'm telling you now, okay? So try that, okay? Or if you have a new test that you haven't done yet, just go ahead and try it, okay? And do some highlighting, okay? Just choose your favorite color, okay? And don't be scared when it comes to what to highlight, okay? I just think that you should be highlighting whatever is going to help you remember what a topic is, because that's why we are reading the text first in the first place, right? We're actually reading it just so we know what it is about. Okay, we are not going to read to get every single piece of information. We're going to read it as a whole. okay, just to get what the topic is and where information is, okay? So you're not trying to learn everything the first time you read it, okay? And then you go ahead and then you highlight a few things and then you just go and answer your questions, all right? So when you highlight, remember, you are making the text shorter.